Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday on Thursday, or as we affectionately call it, Twisted Trash Thursday, or if you ask someone else, they might call it Bitch Slapping Thursday. But hello, everyone. Welcome. Please remember to hit the thumbs up as you're coming in. If you're able to share out, please do. Love you all so very much. Hey, Sis Hilda, got to get that out. I see that you spammed. Um, I want to just highlight if we could all lift up prayers for Elaine's great granddaughter. That would be an awesome thing. Thank you, Church Nelly. You were truly like, the church squad church secretary, so you keep us informed, and I appreciate you so very much. um what else is happening? I know I'm not going to be able to shout everybody out, but just hello to all the channel members, to everyone else that's here. Mrs. S is in the background listening, so yeah, I have the bosses are listening. You know how that is. um what else did I want to say? Oh, before I get into the stuffuses that we have to discuss today, I do want to say, those of you that were in Baron's live stream last night, which was a late one, um, I was sitting there, me minding my business. I said I was in the clouds. And the next thing I see a message pop up that said about moderator. I'm like, what? Well, I heard him as he's talking. He's like, I'm trying to do something in the background, but I don't know. I love Baron. I truly do. He is hilarious. So yes, I was given a wrench over there. Ooh, look out, everybody. I never noticed any problems with trolls, so I'm kind of befuddled that y'all have any issues, but I'm there to help that mod squad over there. You better believe it. I'm gonna be on that block button. Okay. Just wanted to say I did not ask. He was gracious enough. And as I said to Mrs. S prior to the live stream starting, that content creators do have to be careful even with other content creators. Although we're in Sussex Squad, it's a different um, energy amongst all the content creators, more positive, supportive. Yeah. You have to watch everybody. So I just wanted to kind of, because I know things can get started when people see if it's another content creator, like that was his decision, that's his channel. And so now I'm going to move on from that topic. Okay. Annie, you're too funny. You got promoted. Yeah, I guess so. I was like, no, I take it very seriously. As y'all know, I moderated Sussex Squad podcast. Took it very seriously. It's really just for troll control. Say that 10 times fast. But anyway. All right. Now, is there any? Oh, okay. You're going to make me cry. Elaine, God love you. We're sending out the prayers and the good energy out to your great granddaughter, and here you are sending a little blessing as you do with each live stream. But you're a channel member, so you're blessed on a monthly basis. But thank you. I'm gonna play this quickly. This is for you. Such a sweet sweetheart. You're making it rain down on me. Thank you so very much, Elaine. I greatly appreciate the love. Dropping the love early. Let me see. I did say, hey, Cicely, Sis Hilda Hendo, hello, how are you? I see you out there. Make a little shout out. Church Nelly, Baron probably made you a moderator because of rain on me. Stop it, y'all. See how stuff gets started? No, seriously, I'm very thankful that the energy amongst the content creators and squad is very positive, energetic. Even if we can't be in each other's live streams all the time, it's still very energetic and positive when we are in each other's midst. Okay. Hello, Rosemary. How are you? What is this? Good afternoon, everybody. Sending unconditional love to you all. Isn't it sweet? All right. Oh no, what's this? Dorothy, left eye cataract removed next Monday, so we'll not be able to post again for a wee while. Okay, well, we're going to send some healing, speedy healing energy to you in advance. That your cataract surgery goes well. All right, scrolling through, as you can see through the chat, just making sure. Okay. If I've missed something, please don't take offense. Just drop it again, and hopefully I'll get around to I will see it. It's just there's a lot at times, and I'm just trying to scan the chat. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me scroll on up. I do have a couple of things. Let me do the copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Gonna for Squatty Corner, I want to say welcome back to Arnold, who re it's like a re-up. It's basically you just extend your membership. So I just want to say thank you, Arnold. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you're probably out in the clouds listening, which he does most times. So thank you so very much. Some pre-trash, one that leads into trash time, so it's going to be quick. Many of you have seen this picture. Archewell, they've updated their site, and this is from, as we know, from the Invictus Games. So I like that they did black and white. Keeps everybody that's upset over either the color of the dress or, her pigment calm down. That's what it does. Okay. Whew, Lord of mercy. All right. So in style, now this will just tell you impact. So let me take the banner down for just a quick second. Most in Squad may have seen this already. So on the 18th, yesterday, in style, tweeted out, Meghan Markle flawlessly mixed professionalism and fashion in a super chic cream suit with a surprising twist that would have made Rachel Zane proud. The derangers lost their ever loving minds on that particular tweet. Yeah, impact. That was over a week ago, and here they're still talking about that outfit. Okay. So, how you like her now? I feel the need to play this right now, so that is what I'm going to do. Since we're just on this little topic, this goes out to all the deranges on Megan's behalf. Just my opinion.
Yes, it's me. And you guys are angry about it. Oh my God, I make y'all feel that. Well, this will not take long. Well, I just wanted to pop up here and show y'all how I'm doing. I'm doing great. I'm looking great. I'm feeling great, I'm over here very booked and busy while you bitches over here are still looking raggedy and not doing shit. Wow. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know I'm not going anywhere. So talk your shit, you shitholes. You can't defeat a bad bitch. You just cannot do that. I rise above that. Ew. So I just want to say, hey, and that I'm here to stay, and you gonna be mad every day. Success.
That one always gets me. But it is so very, very true. Now, we know Megan is much sweeter than some of us. I've had derangers say I have a potty mouth, all this stuff. They haven't heard half the stuff that I probably could say to them. But, nevertheless, grab your tea or your favorite drink or whatever. Put a smile on your face as we move along. Let me just scan the comments really quickly again because it's almost 50. And hey, Sherry. Let's see. Lady T, how are you? Little Mac. Okay. Hey, Nutty Doctor, how you doing? Oh my goodness. Um, Nutty Doctor Barry must be so busy he doesn't send notifications before his live chats anymore. They just pop. Are you saying like putting it out on his community tab? You lucky I remember to do that part. Whew. I'm just I panicked. I thought I was going live at 2. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's like 1:45." Then I looked and was like, "Okay." So, it's a busy life. It's a hard knock life. Mm-mm. Let me see. Okay, everybody's just giving greetings. Okay, so um, woo, Little Mac vs. Baron Volent told instead of you volunteer. I tell you, I was just sitting there minding my business. And I'm in all honesty, because there's so many that I try to support, I'll have several different lives going at the same time. So last night, Max at the same time had a car chase. Now, if y'all like watching the police car chases, I like to see what really is going to happen at the end. But I was trying to keep up with that and flipping back and forth, and there was a couple other people, and then I come back, and all of a sudden this message popped up. I said, "Ooh, what did I do?" Because I thought, did I get blocked or something? Y'all know anything is possible. Alrighty, let me see. Marjorie, and InStyle is just trolling those idiots with Princess Meghan compliment, and they take the bait, and the derangers live up to who they are, idiots. When I show you what, just a few of them, I had a good old blocking time. I was like, ooh, block, don't even respond, just block. It takes a lot of restraint not to respond. Yeah, I'm probably not one of them smart ones that has 5,000 burners, but I probably need to. Oh, girl, thank you so very much for the super sticker. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Okay, let me see y'all. Here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Gil. All right. All right, all right, all right. So I've hit the marker. Let me highlight that comment. Your loves that y'all drop on me, super stickers, super chats. That's not, on the occasional cash app here or there, is not does not fall into trash time. Just so y'all know. Connie Balmer, hey, how you doing? So, do have to laugh. I tried somebody yesterday, maybe it was Tuesday, tried to get over on me with, oh, I want to send you $3,000 Cash App. Now I'm on the app formerly known as. So I was like, they replied to a tweet response that I gave to somebody else who does that type of stuff. So I was like, okay, let me play along. DM me your Cash App tag, and I'm thinking, you just retweeted my Cash App tag. So I go play along, and they go through this whole scenario, and eventually they get to, because they belong in trash time. They eventually get to, um, I'm sending the 3K. You just have to pay the $50 fee. And I'm looking at the phone like, yeah, okay. So I, being who I am, VS Speaks Royally, reply back. If you send me 30, 30, 50, so $3,050, then okay, I'll give you the $50. I said, because otherwise I'm only going to get $2,950 if I have to send you $50, and that's just not 3K, because they were like, what are you going to do with it? You got to play along. But oh, too funny. And they were like, huh? I had time yesterday. Don't play with me. Yesterday, or was it yesterday? I think it was. I have to let me look in the app. Because they're like, when you're ready to get your money, let me know. I'm like, that'll never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Let me say Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. I had to go into the DM and app formerly known as to find out. Church Nelly, sure. Look at $50 and never worry. There you go. I mean, do you understand my logic though? You want a $50 fee? Okay, you just send me $3,050. Your $50 fee come right back. That's your money coming back to you. But to get mine and think that I was going to see anything from you, I bet that person gets rich. Like, because people get a little like, oh my gosh, you're going to send that much? Crazies. Okay. That's my little, you know, sidetrack there. Let me get back on point here and get into trash time. Let me get into comments again and highlight that. Um, and that's a good update. She's doing really well now. Good. Well, we'll continue to send prayers. Hey, Lex, how are you? Okay. See, I keep highlighting stuff. Let me do this. All right. So, if all hearts and minds are on one accord, let's go ahead and get into it, and then we can, yeah. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. So, one of the first comments under the in style tweet, and I knew right then, oh, there's going to be some fun comments under this here thing. And so, don't worry, Recollections Vary is coming. So the first one there is like, no, she didn't. And I'm like, okay, some stupid person that pays money to a billionaire to have a blue check next to their name um, is going to say, no, she didn't. Like, they are bent over whatever Meghan wears, her hair. She talks too much about her husband or holds hands and all this other stuff. But this is what they have on their profile. Over caffeinated and underestimated. Oh, please. Award winning indie author of horror. You are a horror. So maybe that's a good thing. um, but that's a hard to even put that. And if you really think you're gonna ever sell books again, I'm just saying the Lady in Black's coming for you too. All right. Now, this person, again, replying to InStyle, actually added the William Morris Agency. It's enough now, really. And then the gift is moving and it's saying, stop it. You just see the Marky Mark. He'll always be known as Marky Mark to me. I don't like him. Moving on. But just moving his hand, just saying, stop it. You actually added the William Morris Agency. Like, are you nuts? Nuts. But at least they know, the caliber of people that show up whenever Megan's name is mentioned. And now this one takes the cake. There's another one after this, but you know how we always say no one. Okay. No one I know. I work on Hollywood. Okay. You work on Hollywood Boulevard, maybe? Okay. Would ever wear this work. Her fashion sense seems to be whatever keeps the spotlight on her and costs a small fortune. Um, Her money, she can wear what she wants, even if designers were giving her, here, wear this, because you know how that works. Um, she's not beheld to, royal standards, so to speak. Or is she? Because recollections vary. I'm just why are you upset about what she's wearing, why she's wearing it, and how much it costs? You're not paying for it. In the US, you're not paying for it. In the UK, you're not paying for it. Anywhere else on the globe, you're not paying for it. Why do you care? But, I think it's work on Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah, you were speaking some truth there because um, no one I know, like every person in Hollywood. Okay, let's just keep it real. Now, I chuckled at this from the standpoint of, oh, you used Hollywood as your marker? Megan was in New York, the hub of the fashion. So what she wore, very appropriate. City, chic, classic. I guess you wanted her in hobo wear or something, Hollywood, they're laid back, they're flower child type stuff. Mm, just The laughs they give me. Now, here goes another kicker. Now, y'all hold on to your hats or the top of your heads. Number one, Katy Perry did it better 2 years ago. And number two, in what world is an off the shoulder suit appropriate for a daytime speaking event to parents whose children committed where everyone else is wearing business attire? No amount of WME money worth your integrity. Do better. Um, y'all really are bothered by what she's wearing, which very classy to me. Why do her shoulders bother y'all? Is it because you know what Harry does? Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. So, being that this one mentioned about Katy Perry, which I'm never checking for, um, I had to go out and look because I was like, Katy Perry? Because her fashion, okay. Now, I did find that she was on what is this, Variety, Power of Women. And so this is a picture I found. I found no full length. This was the pretty much all that I found. Now, like I said, I'm not checking for it, so I'm not doing a whole lot of digging and investigation. This is as good as it was getting. And I'm like, okay, truly not the same, but if you want to say that her with those big gaudy earrings on compared to, timeless, it's the outfit versus the big gaudy earrings because I see nothing but the big gaudy earrings on KP. Because isn't that something? She's so up KP's butt because her initials or something. Okay, a little thing that just kind of hit me there. But if they want to say she did it better, oh, I wonder how and why she did it better. Yeah. Anyway, so recollections. Let's go down memory lane. We know this term is always going to be forever tied to the royal family, not in the best of ways. And from what we were hearing recently, we can thank Cosplay, who can't really put together two sentences on her own, but she came up with that term. That she really, I wish I could do a British accent. She really wanted them to say, no, 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 put this in. That sounds stern and that sounds tough. Put recollections vary. Now, we woo-saw, but let's go back before the Queen's statement was released. So we heard about, let me even start here. So there was the announcement that this interview was coming up in March. Now, weeks prior, I believe Philip went into the hospital. The man was what, 97, somewhere in there, 99, somewhere in that range. So to hear that, not too surprised. We hadn't seen him the last time we saw him. We knew, ooh, 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 won't be long. Okay. Respecting Harry's grandfather, nevertheless. So this interview was announced, everybody anticipation, March 7th. Now, keep that in mind. March 7th, 2021 is when it aired. March 7th, 2021. So we come on March 3rd, 2021. There were bullying allegations made against Meghan. Well, I guess recollections do vary because you all, during her interview, we found out days later, wouldn't help her, wouldn't do anything, didn't consider an employee. But right before this interview, because y'all were so worried about what was, yeah, y'all recollections really did vary. Y'all were scared shitless. You weren't sure what they, but more particularly she, was going to say. But to bring up bullying allegations, of course, Squad went ham. Oh, we, from all reaches, corners of the world, the globe, we were like, no way are y'all going to say this and get away with it. So, they later come around, and now this one is in June. They explain, you look a year later, as to what the investigation was about, blah, 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 blah. She drove two personal assistants, and that staff were humiliated over several occasions during her time, and that was living in Kensington Palace. Key. Living at Kensington Palace. Yes, recollections vary. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, um, because you know, the attacks had come out before, we see March 2nd. Here's this whole thing with, Meghan released a statement that she was saddened by these attacks that, on her character basically, and had a official statement released. Her statement was the Duchess is saddened by this latest attack on her character, particularly as someone who has been the target of bullying herself, and is deeply committed to supporting those who have experienced pain and trauma. A spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex said in a statement obtained by People. Quote, she is determined to continue her work building compassion around the world and will keep striving to set an example for doing what is right and doing what is good. End quote. Okay. So we were all like, what the blazes? So, you know, interview then comes about. We all hear, we get confirmation on a lot of things that Squad had been making presumptions about, and we got clarity on a lot of stuff. So, yeah, Recollections then hit the airwaves, which I guess it would take her 2 days to come up with something to add to a statement. I think they already had the statement written and it was probably embargoed until after the interview, because I want to say the interview was aired in the UK the next day or evening or whatever. So I don't think it was the same time as when those of us in the US saw it, or the US market. So here the following statements issued by Buckingham Palace on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen. Mm, mm. When they were stepping back a year prior, the Queen released a statement, and then Buckingham Palace also, but this time it was just one. The whole family is saddened to learn the full extent of how challenging the last few years have been for Harry and Meghan. Saddened to learn when you all were doing it anyway. So, okay, nevertheless, the issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. Mhm. While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately. Harry, Meghan, and Archie will always be much loved family members. Mhm. Mhm. So, only on the point when it came to race. Now, a lot of us were so caught up. When you read the statement now, it's like, so out of everything mentioned, it's just that one little word, race, that you claim recollections vary. And if that is true, that cosplay is the one that demanded those three words be put in there, hmm, speaks volumes for, as some of y'all have referenced her as the uh, Aryan princess. Yes. So, recollections. Ah, yes, recollections. And then we continue on. And then it's, she's denied the bullying claims and had released her statement. And then you'd see the palace was allegedly hiring some private firm to do the investigation, which they said they were never going to release, which took a year. And then they never were going to release the findings, which you knew those legal papers were coming. And that would have caused such a firestorm. That even Woody Woot wouldn't have been able to help you put out. So, this is just explaining that on June 29th, 2022, that the probe was done. Yeah, y'all like using that word probe, don't you? When it comes down to the palaces. Okay, so they completed it. We shall not know. Although um, certain members of that family were still losing team members. Sorry about that. And so they just with this whole thing of, bullying, certain team members now, there are written articles on, I believe it was Randy Andy's behavior, the Anne's behavior. I can never remember her. Princess Royal, I think. I can't remember if that's her title or not. And then even the current king's behavior with some staff. But yet, when it came to race, when it was Megan, it's recollections vary. But I would love to know because KP never releases the demographics, but they do when they release pictures. And if you look diversity, I feel for anybody that is of a diverse background that even works there, because to be a first amongst all that, no, poor Megan. Okay, so with recollections varying, we get to 2023, and as we discussed on Tuesday, the clarity of this article, the king being displeased by Harry and Meghan's part time royal status, which all of us are like, you're full of shit because they're not part time. If you wanted to attach yourselves to their work, you see how they are thriving. They're not even concerned with y'all. They don't have to check their diaries to ensure that, oh no, so and so has an engagement. You can't do it that day. And then cause a whole lot of shuffling around with the organizations you might work with because, oh no, I can't do it that day. Although, you couldn't even have a conversation with somebody on the phone without someone else that worked directly for the head of KP listening in. If you watch Netflix, you would understand that. So this whole they're balancing time, family, British royal family. Recollections varied back then, and they still do now. This time, our recollection varies from yours on this part time and on them balancing their time between, the United Kingdom and North America. You want it that whole, recollections may vary, they're lying, they're this, they're that. Stick to it. Stick to it. But I will tell you, the little short I put out, that the derangers out here running around, oh, she didn't have kids and she didn't do this. You are calling the entire British royal family liars, schemers, cheaters, basically. Because they're all in on it. So you're going to try to say that Meghan's going to be exposed. I guess they'll go with, the royal family and say recollections may vary. Mm-hmm. Yeah, recollections vary quite a bit. They're balancing because this book right here, Spare, set it all straight. Again, they're not part time because this book wouldn't even have been able to be released if he was part time without y'all getting your grubby fingers on the proceeds, and that it comes into the foundation and then mysteriously disappears. Just saying, this lady in black's gonna help you get your recollections that are varied straightened up and understand they're not part-time royals. They are royals. Working royals, that's an oxymoron because y'all don't work. You don't even know what working means. To get up 9 to 5, report into work, make sure that you're doing what you need to do. Y'all don't understand that. You get up. If an engagement is at 11 o'clock in the morning, that's probably early. And then you show up if you're on time, and hopefully your motorcade has not run people down because there's a history of that over there. Especially when you have to get to, engagements that people wear these long robes and have feathers sticking out of every portion of their robe and hat and whatever other parts of their body, that they get down like that. But hey, recollections may vary. Just understand the lady in black's recollection doesn't. She brings you what you put out there. So the UK family over there, get it together. All of you, even your media, get it together. So little by little, y'all, things are happening. Y'all are like, well, oh my gosh, yeah. Squad keeps telling you, leave Megan out of your mouth. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Now y'all having this big fit. So before I completely come out of trash time, I purposely have not shared the picture of them on their trip. That's their time. But I love that it was shared. And the reason that I do is because now the Rhoda has put the others in a position to share their picture when they're on their fantabulous vacations or holidays as they like to call them. Yes, we want to see y'all walking down the street. Quiet street of the fabulous island that you go to. Usually I think it's is it Mystique? I think that's the name of it that we always hear that they go to. Because now the gauntlet is dropped. Let's see y'all truly vacationing together. And don't fly no empty planes in to pick you up either. All right, that's the end of trash time. All right, let me jump into the comments. It's over 180. Ooh, y'all are busy over here. Hey, I am Betty J. Gathers. Just saw your name as it came over. All righty. Let me look. Oh, Joyce. Thank you very much, Joyce. So much for the super secure. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Uh, yeah, I have this thing now. Let me put my banner back. I took it down when I wanted to show that one. All right. I'm going to play. This is for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. I so appreciate it. Um, okay, come on, thing. Let's move screen. Miss Viv, how are you? All right, I'm gonna pick a spot. Y'all know how I do, and then I'm gonna work my way um out of the live stream. Okay, this is about half hour ago. Not even a half hour ago, so 10 minutes. Let me see. Ruth Poland should not succeed to dress like our hero Megan, the Duchess. Oh, let her try. If you're talking about cosplay, I'm sure she's going out of her mind. Even trying to get the bun. I guess Megan said, "Yeah, try to do that bun that messy bun that I did." Okay. Diane, they lived on the grounds of KP, but never at KP. And even the persons who supposedly claimed the bullying wanted zero to do with the bullying claims. This was Billy, period. T. Ding, ding, ding. I'm going to get a soundboard one. Exactly. And as Harry said in the Netflix, it's a matter of who the people at the gates, who they trust, more than, who you trust. It's who do they trust that they're not going out and telling it all. Because thankfully she was able to be under the radar for a while before um, she was unfortunately introduced to his older, bald-headed, insane brother. Okay, my opinion. All right. Legs. It was an obvious smear job just before the Oprah interview. Everyone saw that it was a smear. Even The View talked about what an obvious smear job. I think that was their true unraveling. They jumped the gun. Now you had to remember the four Rhoda that went out and did that interview about the Oprah interview that hadn't even aired. And we were all like, say what? How do you no one has seen this interview, and those of us in the US know how the O Productions work and all that. Harpo Productions works. Just not there's no leaks. Whew. Yeah, that truly was the unraveling in that other eyes outside of Squad started realizing, wait a minute, they announced that CBS announces that this interview is coming on, and then suddenly there's right before it airs bullying allegations. Oh, and y'all need to apologize. There's a whole lot that the royal family would need to apologize to Meghan for before, I think she would even step foot in that country again, but okay, that's just my opinion. Um, Now I did want to address because I saw the comment and I wasn't even sure if you were friend or foe. Let me see, where is it? Because I think you kind of caught me on a. I'm looking at Church and Ellie's comments as I'm scrolling up. So, Lord, let me see if I can find it really quickly. So, it was during the intro as I was going through the comments. Okay. Now, Karen, God love you. Thankfully, I saw, the comments you dropped after that. But your first comment, I was like, where is it? 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 Oh, this right here. When it says, don't compare Jada and Will to Prince Harry and Princess Meghan and what happened to them, they did not lie to people. People lie on them. So, have no clue. Maybe I missed there was a conversation, but I'm not even sure because Jada and Will, the only thing that was ever mentioned about them on this channel, and that was when that slap occurred. Yeah. And I'm not sure what your comment meant. So I have been on alert, which just saying, because that kind of threw me a little bit, but I did want to kind of touch on it. I don't care about the Beckhams. In all honesty, I know who both of them are. I just okay. And I'm gonna move on because Harry is Harry, Meghan is Meghan, and yeah, Jada and Will they are not. hmm There's a whole lot with Jada and Will. Yeah, that's got people all up in a tizzy, but they ain't royal, and we're gonna move on. All right. Let me go back into the other comments. I'm not attacking. I'm just saying. I don't know if there was some other comment, but I just wanted to address because I did see it that I am not comparing them. I don't even understand how they are even compared by anyone. But I'm gonna woosah. I'm gonna come back over here and I'm gonna look over at the comments. And yes, okay, Pabaleo girl, exactly. What does this fool care? It's Megan's money. Hilarious comment with multiple typos. I know if I'm heated sometimes that can happen, yes, but you try to go back and read what you typed. Angela, these people are cray cray. They really are. This is all under In Style's tweet, and there had to have been at least 15 to 20 people. I just stopped. I was tired of blocking people because it's just, whew, it is just amazing that they mentioned this comment. And yes, a week later, it's still being talked about. It's a style magazine. You don't think they know style? Yeah, anyway. Sherry, sorry, not sorry, but everything Katy Perry wears looks cheap. Just saying. That was the opinion of Sherry. Okay. Kind of agree. Okay. Um, 1960, WME is probably laughing at that remark. They're probably thinking, thank God we signed Megan. She's a dream. And everyone in Hollywood is about to start copying Megan's fashion because it is elegant. Listen, but she's always, there is, and I know you've seen this picture of Megan. I want to say she was in New York stepping out of a cab, I believe, and she had on a short outfit, like a shorts, pair of shorts, but it was a suit jacket. They were matching, and she had her heels on. That to me is one of her most stunning pictures. She's taken many, but it's something about that picture, and I know that we've seen it quite a bit. For me to try to go look for it, I should have had it on here. Diane, Megan's shoulders are triggering since Harry gets to do things with and to the yes. She's shown her shoulders pre Harry, so why can't she show them now? And I was going to show the fashions of cosplay, and I was like, yeah, not going to do it because that green dress came up, and I said, yeah, not doing it. Y'all already know. Mm-mm. Her shoulders, she can show them if she wants to. Um, mm. Ruth. Mm-mm-mm. We got one cosplay. We don't need another one. Ruth up here. Um, Katy Perry looked better trying to dress like now. Cosplay is enough on trying to dress like. We don't need any more cosplayers or SWFs. Maybe that's what's wrong with. Maybe that's what's wrong with cosplay. Deep down, she is single. Huh. Okay, y'all catch up to what I just dropped there. Okay. Little Mac, that bullying allegation was a smokescreen to negate the upcoming Oprah interview, and it didn't work. And after that interview, many more people were like, they sat up straight. They said, oh, wait a minute. We weren't checking, but now we are going to start checking and looking at. So, again, when people say, oh, don't do this, don't do that, I've had people, say that shouldn't discuss the tabloid headlines that are out there. Um, Recollections vary. And that's really what I show when I'm showing the contrast and the truth. This was said then and done then, but then this comes along and negates, and we're supposed to let the lie just go and filter and fester and just get out there? Nope, not happening. At least not here on VS Speaks Royally. So, Sherry, the haters can't stand that Megan shows her shoulders because Harry loves to touch. He said his favorite scent. Okay, let's move on. I'm glad that was what the yeah. Let's see. I think I did this one, yes, because I was saying about it is, yeah, we know. Connect the dotted lines. hmm Little Mac, Diane agree. William and a henchman, yeah. JK. Who keeps getting promotions for doing okay. Mhm. Legs, you're cracking me up. Where are those jewels? Cade and Camilla. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, where are they? I was seeing some articles about why aren't the rich son-in-laws, um, swooping in to, rescue their in-laws. They probably did enough of that, but don't hoe out your daughters and son in an attempt to get attached to money and thinking that they're going to have an open availability of that money, because that's usually not how it works. Unless, of course, you divorce. Okay. Then you get a settlement, and then you can, run right through that. um, yeah. Runways aren't usually the best way to get things kicked off. See through dresses and stuff. Diane, they came up with a bullying claim ahead. Oh, I think I read this one. Let me see. Told on themselves by messing, bringing up mess that wasn't really even addressed. Yeah, okay, that's true. Those interviews, what was it? The pre-interview of the interview. Now, what they should have taken pause on is when Oprah said that she has what 2.5 more hours. It's probably more than that of footage that didn't make it onto what they aired. That should have gave everybody pause because I remember now the tabloids were going after, even trying to say they were gonna try to sue. I know Oprah had a good laugh at that. Like, yeah, okay, bring it on, bring it on, Mina. And people working in that firm are leaving their jobs now. So who is bullying again? Since Harry and Meghan left, exactly. But private secretary that hadn't even been there. I don't even think the person was there 3 months and left and went back to work for a prior employer. And so I guess cosplay. It's all that deflection. When that mirror is held up and everything they say about Megan, it's really what the person that's holding that mirror up. They don't want to stand in front of it. Don't want to stand in front of it. Hello, Dominica. How are you? Why are you sorry? What happened? What did I miss? See, when you don't see all the comments, mhm, you're good over here. Um, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, 1960. I have to do like a pre-read. H&M wanted them released, and who were these two assistants? If Megan said something to them about their work, they definitely deserved it. The rumors were that even the assistants were horrible to her. Oh yeah, not gonna have this black woman come up in here outside of where she really should be. I should be there. Harry didn't want y'all. Mm-mm. I mean, if it's like somehow, how you hear the typical narrative of young rich lads will use the girls for their jollies and then kind of move on. He wasn't even trying to do that. That tells y'all a lot. Okay. Woo. Instead of going, "Wee," but he saw Megan was like, hey, who is that? His exact words. All right. Church Nell, you are too funny. These people are seriously insane. And they're just they think we're crazy. They really do. Sugars. Mhm. It was the same. What is it? You get more flies with sugar than okay. Yeah. The derangers just have no clue. Diane Cordier, C3, and Billy would never have allowed Harry to use his voice to set the record straight so long as they were working right under the royal knee on neck. Thank God for decline in, half out. Exactly. So no, they're not, because you're not going to try to interfere with any projects. If they were half in, half out, any contract they wanted to do would have had to go through the review. And even finding out now that the palace tried to interfere with the suits um, scripts at the time before she left the show. And even many of us were like, oh, wow. Um, when we found out, they were being, the typical monster stage moms or whatever. No, she can't say that. She has to say that. Oh no, she can't do that. She can't wear this. You can't come in and just decide you're going to change the entire wardrobe of Rachel Zane. That just, yeah, that wasn't happening either. All right, I'm going to skip some Connie Balmer. Charles and William refused the half in, half out. So what the F? Recollections may vary, I guess. Just it boggles my mind. I know it boggles everybody else's, especially those of us that have been like squad in the trenches in the beginning. And like, you've done nothing to protect them when they were full-time working royals, going to the countries, and they were on the go, especially when she was, what, 7 months pregnant? I think she was 7 months when they went into, was that Morocco? So, yeah. Mhm. And probably a trip they couldn't refuse because how the tours are set up, and it's you're representing the country and all the queen and all that stuff. It's a lot has changed since the queen has passed. I'm just saying. I don't know if anybody else has noticed it. Yeah, their work ethic truly went out the window. She did more than most of them did. More engagements. Marjorie, the trolls derangers are all dense as they say stuff which they're too stupid to see it don't make sense exactly. Or who it may implicate, because you say this about her and you say, oh, like, they don't have children. That one had to be that one had to be highlighted. So I did it in my own way. And thank you to those of you who said turn the comments off. I want you to know that first short I did, the highlights, yeah, I turned the comments off that one. I was like, oh, this was brilliant. That was smart. Workshy Willie. Well, welcome, Workshy Willie. How are you? Are you having fun today? Whoever you are, hilarious. Okay. Willie doesn't take Kate anywhere. The only place went was a funky estate sale. Ooh. Oh, the hilarity of the moment right now. Oh my goodness, this is my first. Well, welcome. I hope you've subscribed to the channel, Workshy Willie. I think you will like it here. I'm done. Woo! Oh, there was a comment before that. Okay, Karen. I didn't understand. I was like, where did that come? No problem. You're good with me. You're good with me. I was like comparing. Okay. I truly missed it, but no problem. No problem. Hey, Life with Nicole. Marie, how are you? Hi, Gary. If you're there listening, she'll tell you. Angela, being a mom is the most important thing in my entire life. She meant being a mom to Harry. Huh? Huh? Okay. Y'all know I'm late on comments. When was this? 3:46. So it wasn't that far or that long ago, but um being a mom to uh-huh. I'm catching up now. Okay. I thought you I was getting ready to blast. Lakivia, how are you? All right. Now, let me say this before I close out. If I have not said your name, please don't take offense. For those in the clouds, if this is your first, second, third time, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Come on back, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Y'all know y'all enjoyed yourselves. Don't be scared. If you are a supporter of Harry and Meghan, drop down, say hello, let us know you're out there. We're friendly. I'm friendly. Yes, VS Speaks Royally is friendly. Of course, if you're a deranger, well, you can leave a comment too. I can't speak for the mods, not taking care of you, sending you to a block party. But, just know. Misty, that's not. I'm sure William likes me. That just. That's just horrid. Let me see, Connie. Without the squad support, it's unlikely anyone to sell their book or documentary above. Is that Harry and Meghan or Her Majesty? I just HMs. Um. mm, well, I'll say this, Connie. Let me take a sip of my punch. I don't mean harm. I'm not really saying anything derogatory. It's just a little bit that I'm going to throw out here. There was a Rhoda member that sold a book and Mini Squad bought it. I don't know if his next one is going to be as um, hot off the shelves as the first one was. Just saying. Especially since that first book showed up in a lawsuit that came against Megan. It eventually that part got taken out, but still, um, I'm sure his next one, please, Lord, don't be about them either, would be brought up again anyway. Woo. Marjorie. Okay, Marjorie's like, okay now. I'm just reading some comments without putting them up on the on the screen, but hey, that being mom to Harry can be taken many ways. Let me tell you something. Never mind, I'm not gonna say. This is a family friendly in a way channel. Tier, everything about Megan triggers the derangers. Megan's not going anywhere, so keep being triggered. Exactly. Hmm. Okay, because it's there. I'm gonna try to find a way to. I'm sure Harry doesn't mind if she was trying to be his mom. He had the milk releasers before the children did. So y'all go on and keep running with this whole narrative that Harry is babied by his wife. He ain't complaining. All right, I tried to say it in a nice way, but I'm just gonna have to. See, Mac, how are you? They probably poured enough in. That shell company that has Uncle Gary's job. Oh, that was Uncle Gary's job. Was it a bad harvest this year? Ooh. I mean, it is a little hard to get some of them products up out of certain countries that he likes. Okay. Hmm. Coco, what is this? Those son-in-laws are not personally rich; it's their family's wealth. Not them personally. Oh, so then the one that Cosplay's sister married, I thought he was wealthy from being an investment banker. So that's not true, because investment bankers do make a lot of money. So his family's wealthy. Maybe he got a little stipend when he got married. You know how the queen would gift out palaces, except for when it came down to Harry and Meghan, but would gift out, oh yeah, take this one and take that one and take this one. Um, mm. Will's secretary is gone again. Oh, 2 years? Well, he has a valet now, so I'm sure the valet makes him happy. Okay, I need to get off of here because I see that I truly. I'm scrolling to the bottom of this chat. Hey L, how are you? Yeah, Workshop Willie's cutting up, and so we're gonna have to. Whew, mm. Diane, Harry is the only real man among his unroyal kinship. He takes care of his family, and no one um, can take that away. What they have in the bank, right? It was all earned, not bestowed upon them. Exactly. Diana's money was the cushion they needed. The money he inherited from Diana. We have no clue if he got anything from Philip or his grandmother, because that just them things weren't released to the public, and they were well after that point anyway. But still, yeah. Harry has a job. He works. He does what he needs to. Whoa, work shy. I'm gonna find out who that valet is. This is very fishy. Well, I won't call it fishy. Let me just work shy Willie. I want you to just look for this particular. If you see this floating around the valet, yeah, that you already know. I put in the chat. I don't even need to say any words. If you see that floating around that valet, then you understand what else he's helping him with. Okay. Now, on that note, I'm going to play my outro music. I hope you enjoyed Trash Thursday. And, you know, again, just we'll be talking again on Saturday for sure. And I'm just looking for my outro music. Bring it up, bring it up. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. If I missed anything or if I, was a little too over the top, do let me know. I do have a boss that I have to keep the standards up for. And so, I know she'll drop me a line afterwards. But if it was your first time here, truly, truly, you're welcome. And I do hope I'll see you again. Be safe, be well. If you're in a large public setting, please wear your mask. And love you all. Take care and keep prayers for the situation that is overseas going on. Well, it's overseas for us, but it's more closer for those of you in Europe. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. There's lives being lost on both sides. Um, on that note, here comes the music.